Yes, I got a second chance, but I had to work really hard for it. I was very lucky that I got class of 83 and the amount of people's love I've got after ashram. And there was a knock on my door, and suddenly Vikrant and Sania walk in. There was this girl I used to like in my class, but I didn't have the courage to go up to her. I told my best friend, go talk to her on my behalf. Next thing I know, he's become more friendly with her, and I'm out of the picture.
So, hello, dosto. Welcome to the Bollywood talk show on IWMBuzz. This is your host Shubhajit. It gives me immense pleasure. बहुत खुशी हो रहा है मुझे यहाँ पे to welcome my personal favorite, the one and only Bobby Deol, sir. I'm going to be telling him his new nickname जो उनको मिला है आज के ट्रेलर के बाद. Sir, have you seen the comments? सबसे पहले we are going to be talking about Love Hostel over here. YouTube में comments देखे हो आप?
मैं आज पूरा दिन इंटरव्यूज कर रहा हूँ, मुझे कुछ पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है.
तो मैं आपको बताता हूँ सर, you have got a new nickname from fans. It is called Lord Bobby. जैसे शार्दुल ठाकुर को क्रिकेट में हम लोग बोलते हैं लॉर्ड शार्दुल. You have got this new nickname because of the fantastic performance that it looks from the trailer. That is your new nickname from fans.
Thanks, thank you.
But मुझे एक चीज बताइए सर, I saw the trailer. It looks fabulous. मैं पहली बार in my life, and I'm happy that I actually am feeling that way, I got scared seeing Bobby Deol sir on screen. Usually it is always the other way around. अच्छा लगता है, मजा आता है. But पहली बार डर लग रहा है देख के, you know, the way he's fighting, shooting guns, you know, that look, menacing वाला जो एक look है. I don't think it comes naturally to you because naturally you're a very sweet person, humble in every way. So ये जो एक in terms of physical transformation तो आप कर लोगे, लेकिन वो जो body language होता है, how did you go about in terms of training for that?
Thank you so much for the compliment first. But क्या होता है ना, when you do your workshops, when you keep reading your lines, keep reading the script, you start imbibing things in your mind. You start understanding your character more and more, you know. And eventually, with all the experience I've got in my life, I just use all that experience while I'm performing. And when you're performing, when you're playing a character, your body language automatically takes that kind of movement, that kind of shape. It is not something I deliberately try to do, because if I try to do it deliberately, then it would look fake. I just let my body speak for itself while feeling the lines. So I think that's how I'm more of a spontaneous actor. And that's why I guess I'm glad people even felt the body language and everything, you know. And all thanks to Shankar Raman. I think he's an awesome director. उनकी विजन थी कि कैरेक्टर को क्या लुक देनी है. उनकी विजन थी कि उसके चेहरे पे जला हुआ निशान है, नाक टेढ़ा है, हाथ जला हुआ है, दाढ़ी अनकेप्ट है. So I think working with Shankar, who is such an awesome human being, it was such good fun because वो एक ऐसे डायरेक्टर हैं जिनकी कोई ईगो ही नहीं है, मतलब, और इतने ओपन है डिस्कशन के लिए. जब मैंने पहली बार स्क्रिप्ट भी सुनी थी तो मेरे को थोड़ी सी चीज़ें पसंद नहीं आ रही थी, तो मैंने उनसे कहा कि मैं ना इतना श्योर नहीं हूँ इसके बारे में. पर फिर हमारी मीटिंग हुई, फिर हम 2-3 मीटिंग हुई, उसके में जितनी डिस्कशंस की, I started enjoying his vision and he started understanding what I wanted from my character, and that's how I ended up doing the film, you know. So it has been a great journey. It has been I think something I'll always cherish, working for Red Chillies and Drishyam films and being on the sets of Love Hostel, because everybody on the set was so passionate about making the film and dedicated. You know, it was just an amazing experience.
You know, sir, the movie, the subject that we are talking about over here is honor killing. You know, this has been prevalent हमारे society में. अगर हम बात करें since years and years, हम लोग अभी भी we talk about it, but unfortunately it's still there. You know, when actors like you or, you know, projects like these come, जो कि एक बहुत wide audience को, you know, it reaches out throughout the entire country, even outside India, you know, it makes a big difference. So personally, do you want to get associated with more such subjects in the future as well, which are probably relevant to the society? Because I think even ashram में भी थोड़ा बहुत वैसा था.
I think what it is now, if you want to speak about issues like this, you need a great maker, a great writer. So we make it responsibly, you know, like being responsible about something. You can't just make something out of it and not be responsible about it. And I think when that happens, people get the real sense of what is around you, you know? And I think Prakash ji is a very responsible filmmaker. He's always taken topics which are not spoken about and made movies on it. And same goes with people like Drishyam and Red Chillies, they're very responsible filmmakers. They want to make cinema which is entertaining and yet speaks about matters which need to be spoken about. And so you have to be careful as to which project will bring the right message in the right light out. So I think this is a fictional version. It is not based on any true stories, yet it speaks about things which is happening and prevalent in our country. So it is. That's why people will get connected with it more when they see it.
Fair enough point. So last time जब हम लोग बात कर रहे थे for an interview, we were talking during ashram. तब जाके scenario अलग था. You just made this Bobby Deol 2.0 happen again. धीरे-धीरे things were unfolding one after the other. अभी जाके things are a little different because वो basic वाला जो एक नया entry होता है, that has happened. Now it's all about growing from here and being a lot more careful and probably cautious in terms of what you were doing, what you were picking. So in terms of awareness regarding what you should be doing, in terms of scripts, अगर मैं आपको पूछूं तो has the thought process changed in any way compared to the time when you signed Ashram or Class of 83 से लेके अब तक?
My thought process has been the same. I was not getting the opportunities to do those kind of roles. So my thought process was to reinvent myself, put myself in situation which are out of my comfort zone, to challenge myself as an actor by choosing characters which others don't believe I'll be able to do justice to. And that's how I was very lucky that I got Class of 83, because playing that character, playing it subtle, playing it with that intensity, playing it with that there was so much depth and so much of turmoil in that character, and to get that feeling out while performing was a real challenge. And then Ashram just came my way, and that was like something totally out of the blue, something I never imagined, and I never imagined that playing such a negative character would get such a positive reaction. And the amount of people's love I've got after Ashram is to another level, and I'm so grateful and overwhelmed about it. So I think, audiences now, they don't think about the actor playing negative or positive. They want the actor to perform so that they enjoy the performance.
Yeah.
And I think that's always been the case. And I always believe if people start recognizing you as an actor, then your inning in this industry becomes longer. So that is the most important thing.
True. मुझे एक चीज बताइए सर, this project, apart from you have got two other fantastic actors. Personally, मैं सानिया का बहुत बड़ा fan हूँ, because I just love the way she's so effortless. Vikrant भी मुझे बहुत पसंद है. It's a great team. You just don't talk about. I mean, you are not just talking about the director. You talk about a great team of actors who are putting their best. Personally, I think that scene of Sania where she is actually holding the gun, blood smeared face, asking the person to come out of the car. I mean, absolutely, mind-boggling stuff. What do you have to say about these kind of, people? They're putting so much of hard work and, making the subject look overall so nice.
That's what it is, the magic of the new young generation as actors. I worked in Class of 83 with young actors who were so good. Then in Ashram, I worked with actors who are new, who have been struggling for so many years, and they were so amazing. And now when I did Love Hostel, I get the chance to work with Vikrant and Sania. And when I was working with them, they're such natural actors, and they're so passionate about their work, and they're so well prepared that they just come out so naturally when you watch them performing, So it's really nice. And not just that, I mean, all the people, the young generation they're such nice people, they're so down to earth, so humble. Whichever actors I've worked with, even this time now when I was working on Love Hostel, I remember the first day I was in Bhopal and there was a knock on my door, and suddenly Vikrant and Sania walk in and they just said, "Sir, we just want to say hello to you. We've been just such big fans of yours, grown up watching your movies and danced to your songs." I was so touched by their gesture, and it just shows how down to earth, how grounded they are, and how sincere they are. That's why the performances come out so nice, So that's what I like. The new generation is all about being themselves without any defense mechanism. That's how it was. It was a lovely moment.
Yeah, of course. Sir, you told me this the last time as well, that there was a time when things weren't working out the way you wanted. Of course, people spoke about it. You spoke about it very openly. I think that took a lot of courage from your end as well. अब जाके when things are balancing out, and एक time था जब आपको करना था लेकिन आपको मौका नहीं मिल रहा था. अब जाके the right scripts are actually coming to you. People are actually seeing the underlying potential of Bobby Deol. अभी वो जाके एक equilibrium पे hit हुआ है. Are you happy as an actor? Forget the factor of performances. Are you just happy with the space that you are right now?
When you work so hard, and when you get the appreciation, and when you get characters to play, definitely I'm very happy. But I'm also very level-headed. I'm very, I'm not taken in by all this. I believe.
No complacency. Right.
I have to keep working hard. I have to keep my focus right. I can't just take things for granted, because there's never a second chance. Second chances come very rarely. Yes, I got a second chance, but I had to work really hard for it. And I'm really enjoying at this moment, my career, my work, what I'm getting to do. And I just thank God and my fans for standing by me for so many years, and the new fans I've made recently. So it's a great feeling.
I love the way you talk about the new fans that you made. Wonderful. But sir, one thing that I would want to know, if I have the liberty, थोड़ा हंसी मजाक का सवाल है. बचपन के टाइम पे, this movie is about somebody, you are playing that character who is coming off as a hindrance between a love story. असली जिंदगी में I'm pretty sure you will never do that. But कभी आपके साथ college time पे या school time पे, when you were in your school या college, ऐसा हो कि you had a crush on someone, but then there was somebody else who was trying to play hindrance, या फिर some kind of spoil sport, ऐसा कभी कुछ हुआ? Any funny memory that you have?
ऐसा तो होता है. That's part of growing up. I was a very shy kid, and there was this girl I used to like in my class, but I didn't have the courage to go up to her. So I told my best friend, go talk to her on my behalf. Next thing I know, he's become more friendly with her, and I'm out of the picture.
I can imagine, sir. Best friends होते ही ऐसे हैं, so I think that's we talk about him.
Yeah, but he's still my best friend, so it's okay.
So that's ultimately the real winner situation.
Yeah.
Last question, sir. अगर मैं आपको पूछूं तो, you have done your bit, of course. अभी right now it's for the audience to decide. अगर एक कोई particular factor, apart from the fact that it is a message about, honor killing, one particular factor that you would want to highlight, जिसके वजह से लोगों को ये फिल्म जरूर देखना चाहिए. They must watch this. Any particular factor that you must highlight?
Yeah, I'm very I'm really obsessed about this film. I'm really passionate about this film. I'm passionate about the people I worked in this film. I'm passionate about the director I worked with, because I think they're so talented. So the one thing I can say is that Shankar Raman, he creates a world when he makes his cinema, which is very different. Storytelling changes with the world you create in which the story is being spoken. And I think he's done an awesome job with that. And I think you should see it for that. I think you felt that in the trailer. You felt that in the 20 minutes. I don't know if you saw the 20 minutes, but the trailer, you feel a different world altogether. And I think people want to see different things. And I think you have to see it for that.
Well, all I can say to our audience is that please watch it for all the different things that you will see, and apart from anything else, please watch it. This is for my favorite Bobby sir. I love you, sir. I really, really adore and respect you a lot. मुझे एक virtual आप चाबी की झप्पी दे दो यहाँ पे, please.
Yeah, मेरे दोस्त.
Yes. Thank you so much. You have always been.
I'm so glad I got a chance to talk to you today. So take care of yourself.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. अभी बस मिलना, and hopefully that also happens very soon.
Okay.
Thank you. All the best.